Good afternoon, everybody. This is a cat on a keyboard. This is 1:30 in the morning. We're gonna do some casting. This is a pub match sent by Kudus Kappas on Dota 2 Casted. You want your match casted? Go ahead and head on Reddit, the subreddit Dota 2 Casted. Put a match up on there, and they got an idea on how to send it. But we got a nice. This I'm not seeing this game lasting really long here. Two heavy pushers. You got Shammy and Tinker. And you got a Vengeance Sniper opponents together versus you got so many gankers on the other side. So this could go either way. This got a lot of anti-push because all these gankers that are here. You got Pudge that could wait in the trees. This is actually going to be an interesting match, mainly because all these pushers are going to be sticking their necks out to the point where Pudge and Quap can just send them out, and when they get on the run, Disruptor can send them back to base, etc., etc. Or you can send them back towards the dire side. Yeah, just gonna be calling hero names. I have no idea who anybody is here. So if you want a team match casted, please send me the cast and let me know how to pronounce your players' names. Yeah, we got Quap Tinker mid, pretty standard. Whether he's gonna go with a laser heat-seeking combo to push out Quap early remains to be seen. We got Sniper up top with Venge. Not a bad combo to have right there. Not a bad combo at all. Pudge. Seen a lot more offlane Pudges in my pub games and such. So far, it's just going to be alone. Shadow Shammy's going to get caught alone. The Slave's going to hit, and he's just getting rotted to hell. It's going to dive into the tower. That's an easy first blood right there.
First blood. Have I got juice on my chin?
Necro's doing the classic, well, not classic, but I'm not sure how long this has been going, but doing the aura just to do Ancients. Didn't quite stack those Ancients properly, though. You got to do it around 46 seconds, depending on who you're pulling with. Up top, we got Terror and Disruptor. It's going to be a very good combo against Sniper and Venge. They have their own. They can play their own tricks, but with Sniper not having any follow-up stuns and very little damage, frankly, if he doesn't get a whole bunch of lucky headshots, I don't see a whole lot happening up top. Don't see any wards or anything for pull camps. But we're back down to Shammy down bottom. Pudge is down to about half health. He's burned almost all of his tangos. He's going to get a bottle soon, looks like. A lot of extra hits, but that Shammy's going to level up fast. That might work against him as long as he doesn't keep getting ganked. As long as he doesn't keep getting ganked, he should be all right to get leveled up and get those Serpents out faster. Hopefully, come and rotate middle, spackle up Queen. Now, the question is, what kind of build? Yeah, it looks like we got a nice ganky harass build down middle with Tinker. That's not a bad choice at this point. You don't really need a push. You don't really need a push build when you got Shammy on your team, so you can go ahead and take that mid game a little bit harder. Get some ganks in, give you a little bit more space to push, knowing that you can blast missiles all over the place. First rune is going to be regen up top. Successful stack by Necro up top. We got a double stack, and he's getting to work on that. Looks like he might be doing a radiant soon. Going straight to that. Boots right away. Kind of unnecessary when you're going to be sitting here for a good 15-20 minutes, depending. Point blank hook, led it a little bit too far, missed down bottom. Pudge is going to get his, he rushed mana boots, but he's got no heals whatsoever. He's going to have to hang back a little bit, play a little bit more safe. He's not going to be able to rot the way he wants to. Venge working around the back side here, wards on both sides. Pudge rotating around. Rotating for... They know that Necro's not here. They're trying to comb the jungle for him a little bit, trying to find out where the hell he is. Radiant side playing it safe, just trying to get Sniper those last hits. Nothing serious. Disruptor playing way more aggressive, knowing he can. There's only one stun to worry about. Extra damage and everything, all considered, still a lot of. They've got a lot more room to work with here. Fortunately, by not pulling the camp, you're pushing that way too early. Making it a lot harder for Queen to dive in and get a gank later, which she just did with her bottle. Dove in on Tinker, gave him a little bit of problems, but with Tink's build, no push, no march, nothing like that. It's going to be very, very difficult for Queen in the middle. That's a lot of firepower. Now that he's got his bottle, he can just start spamming those missiles. And we got a battle for the top rune. It's going to leap in, starts the scream. The missile's going to hit, laser's going to hit, and we got second blood. Goes to Tinker in the middle. Just in time for the runes. Just in time. Nicely done, nicely done. Back down to the bottom. Slave's going to hit Shammy, but he's okay. He'll fire back with his Ether Shack. Bit of a stalemate down here, just trading blows, chipping away at each other. There's going to be a pull. Good pull by Disruptor. Good pull by Disruptor. However, the wards are going to get him seen. Is he going to get stunned? Looks like he got at least one headshot, maybe two, but here comes Queen rotating in. She's only level 5, but she still can come in with tons of damage. Kinetic Field's going to trap Sniper. Queen leaping in, but the magic missile's going to stall and do more and make it harder to chase down. Queen's blinks up in 5 seconds. Going to chase it down. The Shadow Strike is going to hit, and he's going to go down. Managed to chase him down. Sniper does have boots, but not chasing down blink plus boots equals dead. Looks like down at the bottom. Looks like he got his own combo in. Shamey, because Pudge didn't have any heals or anything besides the bottle. Pudge kind of disappeared for a little bit. Allowed Shamey to get a lot more, play a lot more aggressively, get more farm, get more levels, not worry about getting hooked so much. Get in there, get level 6, and gank out Lena. She actually didn't even need it. Didn't even need it. I think he just went ahead and shocked him to death. Pretty strong shock plus the shackles. Yeah, he'd be able to pull that off. Only level 5. Does have a bracer for tank. A little bit of retaliatory action here. We got Pudge rotating to the middle, coming up behind Tinker, just completely oblivious to what's going on here. Just the rot and only a level 2 hook, but that still might be enough damage. But he's under the tower. He's going to go ahead and die first. Pudge is going to go down first. But Queen is going to walk away with the kill. That is an important kill, but Tinker did manage to get the experience off at first. Back to the bottom lane. Shamey either pulling the creeps or Lena's pushing him back to the point where he can just safely nestle himself under the tower. Zooms back out. More pulls by Disruptor. And you guys like stats. Stats are fun. Sniper doing a good job getting support from Venge. Pretty much at the top there. Doing as well as Shamey down bottom. They're doing a really good job getting hits in. Putting all their points in shock and putting all their points in damage and such. This is going to be a very aggressive push team very early on. It's not like there's a whole ton of carry on the other side. They're about equally matched in terms of number of carries. The Terror having just as much push as Shamey in the later game. Going to be an interesting. Nice fake out with the illusion there. Created a ton of space there. I think you're getting a little bit able to push that middle tower just a little bit harder. And they're able to push Lena back before she gets her ult, but uh-oh, she just picked up her blade. She's got... Oh, she's just a little shy on mana for it. Not gonna be able to pull it off. Queen has rotated back to top. So you're gonna go ahead and pick up. Nope, she's gonna pick up scroll. Not worrying about a wand or anything right now. But she's still only level 3. Needs to get some hooks. Needs to get some ganks. He died unfortunately before Tinker did, so he is still way behind on the levels. Level 3 Pudge against levels. Missing completely. Not even close to leading it correctly. Not even close. And he's gonna go ahead and just eat a missile. Tinker wisely going with, not even worried about pushing right now. Putting everything he's got, level 7, putting everything he's got into those missiles. He can spam them to his heart's content. A lot of these heroes on this team are really low base hit points. Knowing he can push them out at long range is going to be very useful. And Necro still doing, the main wild card here is being Necro. Necro just still working on that Radiance. It's a bit weird. I've never seen a... This is the first time I've seen a Necro do this type of play, this type of farm, without going straight for a Radiance or something like that. So we'll see how this plays out. Meanwhile, Lena pushing in, slave on Shaman, does connect, a little bit of damage, take him down to 700. Here comes Queen with the Invis Rune and Pudge. Queen getting ready to dive in. Her ult is up. This is going to be really painful. She has no idea it's coming. The hook does connect, and there's lots of rot damage. He does get enough time to drop the snakes, and takes out Pudge again before he can pick up the level. Pudge again going to be stuck at level 3 with just boots. So that hook actually, it's kind of hitting himself in the ass there with that. If anything, he just needs to sit back. He doesn't need to do any rot damage. He needs to just sit back and make sure he survives. That was a level, probably a level 7 going into that fight. Or at least high level 7. He just has a lot of... Don't underestimate a farm Shamey. Do not underestimate it. Do not underestimate. Back up to top. Sniper doing falling way behind actually on last hits. But we got Disruptor getting caught in the shop. Gonna get stunned by the missile, and then a couple of headshots will finish the job. He didn't have much hit points to worry about. They finally found an opening up top and made him pay for it.
Dire's middle tower is
Back down, poor Pudge. I am really sympathizing with this guy. If he'd be a little bit better with his hooks. But a 3-man gank's gonna go ahead and jump in and kill Shammy. No rotations hardly at all. Tinker, I think this is Tinker's first time leaving the lane. He's gonna run head first with no wards into 3 people. Missile's only gonna reveal 2. Jukes the hook, but there's too many people here. Scream of Pain's gonna do a lot of damage. But he's gonna take out Pudge yet again. He's gonna be stuck at level 3 again. Though it's still semi worth it. He's just literally stuck. Pudge is literally stuck. He's at a point where he can contribute almost nothing. Wow, he is in fucking Bumtown right now. Man, oh man.
Coin for me.
He landed a couple of hooks, but not really the hooks he even needs to land, to be perfectly honest. Level 4. He's going for the flesh heap, but he keeps dying before he can really get the flesh heap. He needs to survive long enough to get the flesh heap before he dies. Like 2 or 3 sacks. He doesn't even need to worry about that right now. He's get everything else leveled up. Disruptor back, playing the good old support defensive role, doing a good job with the wards and the pulls. That was not a very good pull though. And he's gonna get out. Oh, the reverse sunder. Terra got caught out in the lane with a stun, a lot of damage from Sniper, but he just went ahead and spun it back around with the sunder, and there was nothing left on Vengeance to tank, and he just dropped like a sack of shit. Now Sniper's caught out, and is there a glimpse? There is a level 3 glimpse available. At this point, they're just playing with their food. Kinetic Field's gonna catch him as he gets glimpsed back in the jungle with nowhere to go. Oh man, so close. They're gonna find him. They're gonna have enough vision. The Thunder Strike. There's a lot of ways to kill him still. I'm not really worried about this, but there he is buying time for Tinker to come in and help. Oh man, I can't believe he got out. Cannot believe that. They let that one go. Anyways, here comes Disruptor coming back in. Kinetic Field with the ult. He's killing the reinforcements of Necro and Vengeance. Down they go. No problem at all. Necro having a half decent amount of core, and Tinker comes in with reinforcements, spamming those missiles like crazy and laser to take out Pudge and Disruptor. Did Pudge get any? Pudge got a little bit more into level 4. He's so far behind right now. He did get another stack of flesh heap. That's not even going to be helpful right now though. Jamie has left the lane. He's finally up here ready to push, but his serpents are way off cooldown, over a minute to go. He did a really good job with those missiles. And still did a good job getting last hits and everything too. Without the march and everything, still did a really good job getting last hits in that middle lane. Shamey down bottom, getting tons of farm. All the pushers have the farm right now. Pudge missing a hook under the tower. Right now it's 3-on-2. Shamey, Queen, and Pudge ready to go. It says he does not have range. Being short on levels again. Does not have range with a hook. Catch these guys on the run. Radiant's gonna retreat just shy of their top tower. At this point, they might be just baiting.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Necro's gonna get back to work on those ancients. Really needs to get out there and help his team a little bit more, though. He is ready to, within about. I think they're buying time for. He's only got about 20 seconds left on his ult. Keep buying time for him. Disruptor gonna pull some creeps. Doing a fantastic job of that. Queen rotating around.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dominated.
Wow. Jeez. Oh, okay, Lena came in. Excuse me for missing that one. They're going to go ahead and... Yeah, Dire's going to go ahead and pick off these Ancients after catching Necro. You show yourself off the map too long, they're going to realize something's up. They're going to start hunting you. They checked the jungle down below. They didn't find him. That was like 5 minutes ago, and they realized, yeah, that is a... You might be doing it. Pudge trying to come in, make a move solo, it looks like. Yeah, he was solo on that one. And he just goes and gets annihilated by 3 people. Serpents are down and fortifications pop, but that tier 1 is going to drop very quickly. Down to less than half health. A couple creeps already going to tank that damage for him. But here comes Dire. Lena and Queen. Necro's under the tower. Gonna go ahead and get out, no problem. They are gonna pick off. Okay, tower's down to about a quarter. Sniper packs hits assassinate on Queen, only takes her down to about half. Oh, Disruptor gets caught out. Necro's ult plus the magic missile, kinetic just to help follow it up, but it wasn't necessary. Good pick off on Disruptor there. He got caught out alone. Not necessarily a good idea. He was trying to ward, but trying to ward when their team is too close. Yeah, that was not the time to do it. Queen's gonna go ahead and retreat. Venge is gonna go ahead and swap Pudge and kill. How many deaths does this fucker have? Excuse me. 1 in 7. Poor bastard. Still didn't have his ult at 14 minutes. 15 minutes. I feel the pain. I have been there before. Terra's catching tank out of position. He's got a lot of damage. He can fire off the laser, but he hits the illusion instead. And now he's out of mana, no room to TP, and that Soul Ring's on cooldown. He is easy pickings now. Might as well have just kept running. But he's going to go ahead and turn around, juke him back. Juke reversal on the juke. Metamorphosis does not have much longer. And wow, that was a fantastic juke by Tinker. He's like, yeah, come at me. Psych. Just go ahead and backed it up. Nice play. Very, very nice play by Tinker. Excuse me.
Secondary infection.
Queen has recharged and is back out halfway up on her ags. Close to about 3/4.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A little bit of not too much of a problem up there. Groups are going to go ahead and push that out. That tier 1 middle's looking pretty low, but they want to defend that. Excellent position for Roche and such. Radiant more concerned with defending the ancients than anything else. Tinker getting that push, making that extra room. Blink dagger on Lina before the Yules, so he's going to be more concerned about getting in there and picking off and getting out. Which is not going to be a problem. Most of these heroes are pretty squishy. 1, 2, 3, 4 that could die or take massive damage to Laguna Blade, especially with all those missiles coming in and out. Not a bad idea for her to just hang back and then blink into range. Not a bad choice. Pudge coming in, finally hits level 6 at 16 minutes. Hooks! Blind Hook is going to catch Necro, and he does get the ult with a combo from Queen. The Sonic Wave is going to kill. Pudge is going to go down because the rest of the team is here, as well as Disruptor coming to back him up. That was a ton of damage from everybody. As well as an Assassinate from Sniper, which is going to hit, followed by a swap from Venge. But it's just too much. They went ahead and yeah, Venge went ahead and went down. There's just a little bit too much. Sniper was out of range to really follow up on all that damage. So that was actually a 3-2 trade. And Pudge got a blind hook, and it finally connected. Connected right here. Caught Necro. He was already pretty low to begin with, and he's gonna pick up a little bit of experience for that. Another stack of flesh heap. So there's still plenty of room to come back. Sniper, yeah, okay. Queen doing her Queen's on the hunt. Queen's on the hunt. She's pretty much got her eggs right now. 65 gold away. This is gonna be incredibly painful for a push build when you don't have a lot. Yeah, they don't have a lot of wards. They aren't gonna see. The main thing is Queen's the real threat here because they're not going to see her coming. She can just blink in, ult, kill 1 or 2, and then follow up with some extra damage from the Shadow Strike and the Scream of Pain. Just AoE damage on squishy heroes is just incredibly painful at these levels. And when you're doing it blind, it's even worse. It's going to completely stall their advance. Knowing that this threat is everywhere, it's going to make them, once they can do this 1 or 2 more times, and then they're going to start backing off. Going to give Terrorblade a lot more room to farm for his push, which is stronger in the late game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the creeps are just going to go ahead and steamroll through that. That is 2 towers down for Radiant. 3 towers down for Radiant. So they do have more room. Oh, looks like Shami got caught trying to back up Vengeful. Yeah, Dire are on the hunt. They're picking off Venge with the LSA combo. Queen is almost out of mana. She's going to go ahead and get out. Just picked up her Aghanims. Necro wisely deciding not to bother. She could easily, the shrapnel from Sniper giving lots of vision, but if she actually decided to follow up over the mountain of death here, and he could have gotten picked off, but I guess that's just how that goes. Playing that little bit aggressive. Pudge starting to finally pick up some steam. Up to level 7. He's got his hook maxed out. He can start redeeming himself very soon. Tink coming in. Gotta start moving, buddy. Keep moving. Don't stand there too long. Spamming missiles like crazy, just pushing them out. This very anti, you know, this middle lane stare down, like Sir Action Slacks likes to call it. But yeah, no, almost. They do have some. Yeah, both teams have vision on the bottom of the river. That's gonna be. That's gonna yeah, Queen pretty much knows something's up. And see if we can find another opening somewhere else. Shammy was just ganked. This is where he was ganked last time. He's got a blink dagger. That's not a bad choice either. Be able to get in, get out when Queen shows up. That's a very wise choice. Not, you know, it's gonna slow down his farm and everything, but being able to get in and out, drop the snakes, safer option. It's gonna work out better in their favor. Another creep stack on the ancients from Ruptor. And looks like, yeah, they want to make a move, but they gotta. Do they have the D ward? That's the question. Pardon me, quick pause. I'm gonna. Fuck. For some reason, I have overlapping music, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel it for. You go ahead and turn it off for the rest of this one. My apologies. All right. I hate when it does that. Sometimes you'll get every single track playing at every single music track playing at once. Usually when you load the game, it's insane. We have 2 blink daggers, and 1 blink plus 1 blinker. Bench DCs. I think you're doing a good job, very good job of not only pushing, but staying safe while doing it. Not overcommitting, knowing he's blind. Staying a little bit further back from the tower than he needs to. Than he could. Let's put it that way. He needs to stay that far back, but staying that, you know, being that close is gonna get you killed almost every time. Wouldn't be Dota without pauses. Take a quick look here. It's a nice Tinker taking the lead with that. Looks like he's already got his travel. Is he gonna save for the Dagon? Yeah, it looks like it's a totally valid option at this point if he wants to. And given that there's not a whole lot of carry on this team, him being more aggressive ganker with his build he's already got. I mean, I'm seeing Dagon. Totally seeing Dagon on this one. Necro's almost got his ult, or he's almost got his Ags. Ancients, not quite stacked yet. Terror, on the other hand, he's been pretty much out of the limelight for a while. Sanjin Yasha, a little over, I'd say about 3/4 complete. One blink each. And 2 blinks, excuse me. So technically 2 blinks on each team, one being an actual ability. All right, here we go. Crossing the river. Finally get that D ward up, that much needed D ward. Cheer. Oh, they know what's up. They realize they're about to make a move. No smoke on either side yet. Pudge just decided to get out. He's gonna go for a 4-step first, being poor man's blink.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You go ahead and put some pressure on the bottom. You don't need vision for that. Necro's ready to go. Shammy's ready to go. Sniper, the only one they can actually see right now. And Pudge coming in, trying to hook around, but he's already been caught. Here comes the Hex combo into an LSA. Taking tons of damage, but here comes Disruptor turning around with Kinetic Field and the Static Storm. And then a follow-up Laguna from Lina is just going to obliterate her. But turning it right back around. Tinker firing missiles and lasers galore. And that's going to be Terrorblade getting caught way too far behind the tower. The tower does drop. Shaman drops the snakes. But there's a little bit too much. You're going to go ahead and... No, they're coming back in. They're going to go ahead and use what snakes they got left. Lina's going to get the scythe on her, but she's still got 250 hit points. And Disruptor's going to save her ass by glimpsing back Necro. And Tinker's on the run. He might be able to get a missile off. We'll see whether it's in range or not. Oh my God, it's so close. If he had fired, he might have gotten it. That was really close right there. Resist and everything. That was incredibly close. Well, that was going to happen. But here comes Queen. Double damage rune. Is she going to make a move with it? Nope, not quite. Playing a little bit safer here. Pudge did not survive that engagement, but he did. Well, no, he pretty much was the one that died. he was able to, he had at least enough tank that he was able to turn around and, like, he was able to turn around, at least bring these guys over here by enough time. Like, the one guy you don't want to be hitting, even with a little light amount of tank he has, is Pudge. All these other guys are so squishy by comparison. So Pudge was able to absorb all the damage and buy enough time for basically a usually the 2-for-1 or 2-for-2 trade. And they got the tower. So all things considered, that went pretty well for Dire. There. Sanjinyasha. Is it first fit on the courier? Nope, not yet. Almost done. Sanjinyasha, almost done. Start picking up seams soon. More stacking from the Dire. Drops out of position to get this stack. Harvest. We'll see who gets this one. Tinker pushing the mid, but he's a little too close. He's going to cancel. Nope. He's going to get nailed. The hook is actually going to miss and hit Queen, but Lena's going to do most of the work on that. Scream of Pain is going to hurt. Going to hit. And then mostly, Lena's going to do the rest of it. The LSA followed up by the Laguna. No problem. Finish him off. One thing that they do have for this Tinker is they have enough disables to keep him down.
Money to burn.
And they're going to go ahead and de-ward again. Dire having superior warding. Going to start controlling the map. They've gotten... versus a push team, yeah, this counter gank action... This gank action versus a pushing team is actually working in their favor. That's when you can't figure out exactly where to push because these guys are fucking everywhere, like Pudge coming in, threading the needle between Venge and Sniper. So he's going to get hexed, he's going to get trapped by all the snakes, he's going to go down first. Alina is just pounding away from behind with everything she's got left. Disruptor's fired in his ult in his kinetic field, but he's going to go down too. However, almost all, there's only one survivor of that fight, and that was Necro, and he was almost dead. Tinker went ahead and bought back. And he's going to go ahead and He's going to go ahead and push while there's still plenty of room here. Lena getting tons of experience from that. Got enough for her mana boots if she wants, or if she wants to go to a Yule's combo, which would be incredibly helpful in locking down these squishies. I mean, it's not even really that necessary at this point. Like, half these teams are so squishy, but it'd be really helpful for Tinker. It's a bit risky though. When you have a Tinker and you Yules him, you buy just enough time to give him that blink out. So that's risky. Doesn't matter what she's going to do at this point. No Roshes yet. Neither team can really Rosh at all, so I don't really expect him to go down maybe but once in the later game, if that is the case. Wap doing the damn job. Plenty of squishies to pick off, jump in and kill. Doing the job at 10 and 2. Tinker with the anti-gank build. Laser and missile combo, picking off lots of heroes early on, 7-3, all the way down to Pudge, who is 1 in 10, but he is starting to maintain on the levels. He is starting to pick up, so he is going to be a contributor later in the game, not right now, but you know, being able to at least get in there and at least tank some damage, etc. It still helps. At least nothing else would be a fucking meat shield. Venge, unfortunately, being the victims of, you know, having a good solid start, but getting picked off constantly. That and having some swaps that were really, unfortunately, just not good positioning, etc., or not necessarily timed well or whatever, or just bad positioning in general. Like by the time the swap goes off, you know, half the team's dead or something like that. Unfortunately, she's 2 and 6 right now. Terror simply content to farm. Sanjinyasha done with 2K in the bank, picking up steam. We got it. Yeah, Brady's got to take more towers. Gotta take more towers, at least the tier 2s. At least the top and middle tier 2. Get rid of that jungle farm. Take a quick look at the items during the DC. Keep an eye on the map here. Sniper picking up steam. Maelstrom, Mask of Madness. Phase Boots for Escape, my personal favorite for Sniper. And a ward from Disruptor is going to catch Sniper out of position. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? Queen got a little greedy. Too busy farming creeps. Might have been able to jump in there and ult, but not quite. Playing a little bit safer. Playing a little bit more greedy. Just gonna go ahead and finish that Lincoln's. Wants to get that Lincoln's done. Gonna open up a ton of options for her too. Blocking that Reapers is gonna be huge with the Lincoln's. Give her tons of room. Not a terrible choice for Lena to have more tank. Given she's already got her Aghanims. Not a bad choice at all. So she's going to go for the Soul Booster into most likely a core. Could be a Bloodstone. Most likely a core, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm going to call a core on that one. Given that they're a little short on hard carry, Lena could pick up the slack on that. Any BKBs on this team? There's so much magical damage. Anybody building a BKB? I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that even can afford and really do that. There's so many squishies. This team is full of squishies, so even building a BKB is not really, is still not, for this game, yeah, sure, but generally not very practical, so you won't see a lot of people do it. Anybody, maybe a pipe or something like that. Anybody get a pipe going? Let's see. Doesn't seem to be any pipe action. Pipe would be incredibly helpful for either team, but doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So these teams are just going to chew each other the fuck up. They're going full gank. They're going their normal builds, full gank. And it is, yep, the Dagon is done on Tinker. So he is going to go with the aggressive gank build. Going to continue that pressure from the laser and the missiles. Now that he's got his March maxed out, he's doing a lot of that shit. Down to the bottom lane. Lena, add more pressure. Quick reconnect by Pudge. And we got some movement in the middle. Sniper going to go ahead and push him back. They are very far back. That's way too far to blink. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and play some defense here. I am zoomed so far out you can't even hear anything. Excuse me. Oh, we got 4. And the smoke is here. Did Radiant see it? This most likely... Hold on a second. They did not. They smoked right over here. They might have seen 1 or 2.
Get over here.
But they're going to go ahead and take advantage of it. Shamey gets caught. Only level 11. Blink Dagger just not going to be able to refresh soon enough. Kept the damage going. He wasn't able to blink out. Nice pick off. Nice smoke gank.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Tinker continuing to push. At least one member of this push team is able to contribute. While the Ronin were now ganking 4 or 5 people at a time, Tinker's able to do work. If they were to gank Tinker, then Shamey could do some work. So one way or another, they could split push no matter what they want. However, when you got your backs to the wall and you got a DC'd Venge, which someone's going to go ahead and try and control, it's okay to go ahead and put some pressure on that tower. Now you got a Terrorblade with Sanj and Yasha, Ultimate Orb ready. Probably going to get a Scotty. And that tower is going to get hurt. But here comes a controlled Venge by someone else. That tower's already down to a quarter. It's going to go down. The glyph has popped. Sniper is getting way too close. Missiles coming in from Tink. He's going to go ahead and blink out right before it hits, but the tower does drop. Shammy has arrived. And it gets a Hex on Disruptor. He's going to go ahead and go down. Oh no, Reaper's Scythe gets force-staffed out by Pudge, totally redeeming himself after all those the fiasco of an early game that he had. He's doing a good job backing up his teammates, at least. Saved his ass. He was able to take down that tower with no casualties whatsoever. Now he wants to get some payback for everything else in the early game. He's just going to charge right the fuck in there. Just literally just bait it out. See what he can do. He's got a very fed queen here that can do all the damage for him with Lincoln's for getting out. Just a matter of him taking the damage. Looks like we might have a little creep block. Is this game going to be over? Oh, it's not. They're going to keep playing. So with Venge out of play, are they going to sell his gear? We have a 4-on-5 now with the push team. So unfortunately, Sniper's not going to get his bonus anymore. Unless they can just kind of have him caboose around Sniper. It's not exactly the hardest thing to do. Just have him auto-follow and that's it. Sell his gear. And now Sniper can go ahead and almost finish. Yeah, it looks like that Maelstrom, that Mjolnir is going to be done very soon if they sell Venge's gear. At least keep the phase boots on for escape. Just keep that damage bonus there.
Invisibility.
This still got a good game here, folks. 4v5s are completely... 4v5s are actually very entertaining to play. you see like everything changes when you hit a 4v5, especially in a pub match, because next thing you know, it's like, okay, it's 4v5, we automatically win, let's go ahead and end the game. And you start making tons of mistakes, you start getting sloppy, you start pushing too soon before you should, and there you have it. And the other team starts coming back. Meanwhile, the other team's getting 20% more gold per minute, and that's a huge difference. The Pudge is going to go ahead and catch. He's going to go ahead and catch Tinker. No, he caught Necro, but they just turned around and just ate him up. That extra gold, did they sell? No, they didn't sell anything, but they were still in a decent enough position, and Fudge is still way too fat. And these guys were out of position. These guys were doing wards, they were buying stuff from the shop, etc., pushing the top tower. They were no position to help Fudge at all. He just gave him a free kill. Not feeding, but just bad positioning, bad timing, bad initiation. Tinker just holding the fort down. Some defensive snakes. Gonna hold that top tower, and they're gonna go ahead and Dire's gonna go ahead and back off. Maybe bait him out here. Some more wards to put up. You could do this with a sentry just as well and have a little bit, but you still got plenty of vision, I guess. You could flip these back. You basically take these two wards and flip them, and still accomplish the same thing. You still get a little bit more vision out of it. But yeah, blocking those ancients is gonna be really helpful. By the time they realize it, they've lost a lot of farm. Gonna go back to the top lane to push, and gonna get a quick gank on Pudge. Despite he just kills himself, he just straight up kills himself with that one. You know, just even with the rot damage and everything. How that wasn't a suicide was pretty close. Maybe the March was doing a little bit of extra damage. I might have missed that. But here comes 3 from the Dire, ready to kill him. But Tinker is doing a very good job getting in and out, getting ganks when he can. This is a very good Tinker player. His decision making is the key. But Disruptor while warding is going to get caught with Dagon and the Scythe combo, but he's going to be able to tank it. He's got just enough life. He's going to go ahead and kinetic field Necro to the point where he can't get out. But here comes Terra and Queen to back him up with a diffusal blade, or rather just slowed to hell. He's got nowhere to go. Sniper's here with Mjolnir pop, but he's almost down to 100 hit points already. He has no tank. He is gonna die. Tinker's here, firing off missiles galore, trying to pick in and out. No good. Fires the Dagon, but the Lincoln's going to go ahead and absorb that. Even with the shackles, she's just going to go ahead and get out. She's too fed. Lina has arrived. Go ahead and ults Tinker, and their main carry is now out of play. That is huge. That was completely no casualties at all. Great save on Disruptor, saving his own ass. And everybody else just came to back him up. Nice job. We're going to go ahead and get... The problem is they don't really have anything to roach with. I mean, they could do some damage, but man, this guy's just going to eat them up. Fudge can tank it. Now that they're here, Lina can go ahead and clean his clock. Roach is like, come on, it's been 36 minutes and I'm lonely. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey guys, woo! Fortunately, with 3 plus, the bashes are going to come into play. And Lena's probably going to get this one, if not Terror Blade. Or Queen. Actually, Queen's going to probably take it. Got the slot for it, and she's pretty damn fat. Yeah, when you don't really have a team to roach with, it really feels like a raid boss. Grab some ancients on the way out. Thank you very much. Here's your receipt. The Vizrune for Lina. She might go in and just try and get a quick pick off with the Laguna and get the fuck out. She does have her scroll. Looks like that is what she wants to do. She wants to hunt. She really wants it. She's been really aggressive, really greedy here. Necro is up to doing the aggressive build with the stronger ult and level 1 Dagon so far. Take a look at these Dagons. 2 Dagons on the Radiant side. Level 4 for Tinker, so he's in good shape. Unfortunately, that Lincoln's is going to be... Oh, man. A complete miss on the hook there. Wow, what a blink. They had no... Did they even see where he blinked to? We're going to fire missiles on Lina. Both Terra and Lina are way too low to keep on contesting this, but Guap's here. I'm going to go ahead and fuck him up. Lacking some stuns. Oh, man. Pudge just really screwed the pooch on that one. But he was also creep blocked. This Radiant hero range creep right here just saved the day. He wasn't able to get through to the point where he can use his Dismember and stop the ult. not sure if his hook was up, but even if it was, he might have clipped that creep anyway.
Dire's middle tower
Damn
is
shame.
under attack.
Mix of bad luck and really, I mean, just not the best hooks I've ever seen from a Pudge ever, and I'm sugarcoating the shit out of this. Now Disruptor, gonna do some warding, playing a little bit close.
Coin for me.
Wow, picking up 2 more kills since the last time we checked. 12 and 2 now with extra assists, having no problem snowballing away here. Go ahead and check the network. Arrogant, tons of room to farm. All these ganks and all this initiation on Radiant side is giving them all the room to farm. Roaming into the jungle now. Shammy's gonna get hooked and ulted, no problem at all. Aegis is also gonna get popped on Queen, so she's just gonna go ahead and moonwalk out. That's a 2 for 0 trade with only 2 other heroes to go. Gonna go ahead and forfeit this tower. Tinker, however, is wisely gonna go ahead and keep split pushing. Sniper's not out of this yet, though. Not out of this yet at all. Mask of Madness and a Mjolnir just needs the right amount of cover. He's always getting put in positions where he's just gonna die instantly. That's the hard part of playing this. The only hard part of playing a sniper really is just putting yourself in the right spot. Someone's gonna go ahead and control Venge. Wave just gonna force him out. Blind hook up on the high ground's gonna miss. And here comes Tinker blinking in after the missiles fire. Gonna pick off Terror, no problem. Assassinate's gonna just go ahead and absorb the Lincolns. Lena's in. She almost got picked off. The controlled Vengeful is just gonna get knocked out by Sonic Wave. Sniper's getting hurt like hell. He has to withdraw. Pudge taking a bunch of damage from the snakes. He's gonna go down. So that's a 2 for a half trade, considering this is a pretty much in bot mode. Yeah, they did sell their gear, so that kill was hardly worth anything. So that was definitely in Radiant's favor. And now, with all that space, Tinker's not going to waste any time. Going to get that lane pushed up top. Aegis is now down. So, and with all this constant pressure from Tinker, Dire are going to have to leave somebody behind just to keep everything going on. You know, just to keep this constant pushing from happening. They need more scrolls too. More scrolls. Looks like Queen burned hers a while back. She didn't have one. Lena didn't have one. She might just burn her, just get out. But in the jungle, Disruptor's going to get picked off. Clean pick off by Necro, no problem at all. Just a Reaper combo with a Dagon, which is now it's going to be level 2 now, no, obviously. He's got the money for it. And maybe level 3? Coming up on level 3. So that was a huge pick off for Radiant. They really needed that kill. It was just a simple kill just to get some of your gear back on par with Dire. You have 3 people that are way ahead of your second strongest guy. Tinker doing a good job of farming, but he's only one guy. How much can you do as one guy? I mean, I've seen some really good Tinker players, but in the end, if you're up against the whole team, they will take you down if the rest of the team falls behind. It's like possibly an AC or a Shiva's on Lena. A ton of farm. I wonder where that soul booster went. Where did that? I think she just changed her mind. Yeah, she pretty much. Oh, the Bloodstone. Excuse me, folks. I'm fucking retarded. It is 2:17 in the morning here too, so bear with me. Yeah, the Bloodstone's complete. Let's see how many charges are on that sucker. 11. Not bad. Not bad. 33 regen. Don't really need it with that much mana, but that's always handy. And travel wise, yep, this pretty decent comeback as far as the Dire's going. They had everything going in their favor till about 12k, and losing a few people under that tower, staying too long, just simply staying too long, being a little too greedy, trying to push that high ground against snakes, against Tinker, spamming rockets and everything, just too much. Against missiles and such. Now they're going to do this on the tier 2 tower, which is already half. Heat Seeking going to come in. Blink or Force Staff from Pudge going to come in, try for a blind hook. Does not connect, and they're going to go ahead and rotate out through the Ancients. They're just looking for the easy pick off on these towers. They do not want to stick around. They cannot sustain. They just cannot sustain an assault. Terror is pretty much their only one who can do that. And it is pretty good, not too hard to isolate him. Just a matter, okay, the E-Blade coming up on Tinker. He's already got the Ghost Scepter. That's going to help a lot against Terror. But Sniper getting caught out of position. Terrorblade coming in, slowing him down. He is in deep shit. Tops his BKB, which is a good choice. Don't see a lot of snipers getting BKBs in pub matches, but this was a very wise choice. And it's going to save his ass.
Top tower is under attack.
But they are going to lose ground, and they're going to... That's just too much... There's too much real estate they had to trade for that in order to save Sniper, and it's going to cost them the tier 2 tower. However, Tinker, meanwhile in Africa, down in the bottom lane, we got a little bit of race going on. They know that their tier 3 is threatened. Who has a scroll? 1, 2, 3, and a boots to travel. So they can't come back. Queen does come back and push it back, but Terrorblade is here. He's pretty well farmed. He's going to pound that tower to hell. And it is down. Oh, come on. You almost had 25 damage. It's for all intents and purposes, that sucker is down. So that was a good push. That was a good push. Good push. It gets a little awkward in the mid game when you have 4 players that are getting extra gold. It's going to make it, going to make things more difficult. You know, you got 2 Dagons on the other team. One's 1, one's 5. Gonna make it very difficult to, I mean, you have to just play the farm game at that point. Unfortunately, what could be an early game turns into a later game, unless you can, you know, against a team like this. They realize they cannot win the high ground war, and they can't sustain a fight. They have to get in, snipe a tower, get out, and that strategy is working. The hold your ground while everybody else, you know, drops snakes on you strategy is not. Tinker rotating in. He doesn't want to push. He wants to fight. Spam some missiles. Just try and get some vision. He sees Pudge over there. And there's going to get the Hex from the Chamois, dropping the Serpents after that. Wow, he managed to actually tank that. And there down goes Pudge, followed by Disruptor, who after his ult and everything. But it is going to take out Chamois. Sniper on Mjolnir, or Mjolnir on Sniper is popped, and he's about half health. Lena did pop her Laguna. Going to be back soon, but you have 2 blinkers who are ready to come in and pop, you know, go ahead and pop off the target if you can. Queen is ready to pounce. She's got the high ground vision, but no, okay, Necro has been spotted. However, you're still dealing with 1 on essentially 2.5. You got those Serpents up here. You got Necro. You got Sniper. Good idea to just get the fuck out of dodge on that one. And the MKB will be done in about 200 gold. That's gonna be tons of damage. A little mini stun action. I don't know if he was going for any type of evasion. No, nobody has evasion on this team. He's just doing it for the extra damage. The mini stuns, can't go wrong with that. With the Deso, it's going to be able to push towers a little easier too. Only 1 Roshan at 45 minutes. This poor guy is lonely. He is about to come back up though. Actually, this might be the 3rd Roshan. I apologize. Quick check, almost right on the money. MKB is done and delivered. Tinker is pushing a little bit too far. He blinks into the trees. Terror does see him, but nope. No hard disable. It's a little bit too slow. Tinker is one hard motherfucker to catch once he gets his blink dagger. Blink dagger and boots. Hard as fuck to hold on to him. And the big man is back up. It is only the 2nd Roche. There is no cheese in the fridge. Disruptor coming down, just bravely coming in here, just trying to get a little D-ward action. Does have a Force Staff to help bail him out with Glimpse and Kinetic Field. He's also got Queen backing her up with double damage and an MKB. I don't think he's too concerned just right now. Necros roaming around. I don't know if he's just trying to farm or if he's just trolling. Most likely just trying to get some farm. Yep, just going for the farm. Just having a little look-see. Rotating down to the bottom lane. Shaman, unfortunately, has not been able to drop Serpents on towers for the last 20 minutes, if not longer. He's been playing defense mostly. This Gank team has kept them on the back foot the entire time, like I predicted in the beginning, which made it incredibly hard for them to push like they wanted. Tinker being the exception because he can just, you know, BOT in and out like crazy. So they are making progress with it, but Shaman, unfortunately, has to use Serpents on defense, just slowing their advance. Now you got a Terrorblade with Manta, Shadowblade, and Yasha, getting very scary. You also have 2 more carries that with tons of magic damage. Fortunately, Sniper does have a BKB, which is 9 seconds left on it. Doing good. Mjolnir done. Not sure what his next item's going to be. He's got a bunch of options. Whether he's going to go pick up an orb real quick.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
And Roche is finally gone. Doesn't look like they're turtling up. We didn't see a sudden get back, like, oh shit, get back to base or anything like that. You do a good job pushing on her own. Shiva's was the pick for that. Gonna definitely slow down Sniper's attack speed, make her hard to kill. 2,000 hit points on Alina is not bad. Get over 60% armor is not bad either. She's pretty damn tanky at this point with the Bloodstone. She is as big of a threat as of Terrorblade. Like, you have 3 massively farmed people at this point. Pardon me. Disruptor getting picked off in the lane. Not sure. I guess he was just pushing solo, but when you got a Tinker bouncing around like that, like crazy, is bad. Not a good choice. Not a good choice at all. A lot of good choice. A lot of good decision making, and keeping himself alive and everything by Disruptor. But okay, here we go. The Necro force staffing himself in, taking most of the damage. Laguna. He's gonna eat the Laguna Blade and everything, and Lena's just gonna get vaporized by everybody. Serpents. They just drop everything they had on her. 4-on-1. It's gonna pop her. And Necro with that huge tank, he's starting to pick up the ultimate orb. Yeah, he could do his own Lincolns and eat that Laguna Blade. That's a good pick with the extra. He could go Greaves after that, extra tank. But yeah, wise decision going in there and just literally come the fuck at me. Just force staff right on top of her and just like made her panic ult right on top of him. No one else can take that kind of damage right now except for him. Good choice. Ballsy move too. They're rotating in the jungle. Very close to that mid lane, just baiting out. Good move, but there's still too many people around here. I'm not sure what he's hoping to accomplish. Sure, he can do a lot, but when hopefully half their team's here, 2 of them with the disables. Necro's still got his scythe ready to go, and he hasn't upgraded his. Oh yeah, he's just going for the Lincolns first, and then he's gonna finish his digging. Terror goes in Viz, but look at that fucking thing chasing him. And here comes the snipe on the tier 1 racks, on the top racks rather. Melee's down to about half. They're rotating back as fast as they can. Good distraction in the middle by Queen and Disruptor. And there goes the glyph. Missiles are gonna hit, and only the illusions are left. Taking the melee racks down to about 1/3, but it is gonna start regenerating. It's a good snipe, good effective maneuver, but they have to follow on it immediately if they want to get anything out of it. Now a BKB on Terror. Gonna make it really hard for Shaman to lock him down. Make it really hard for pretty much almost everything that Tinker can fire at him. Yeah, almost everything Tinker can do is now not going to work for a solid 10 seconds. A later BKB at 50 minutes. Sure, it's late and it can be kind of embarrassing, but now you have a 10-second BKB in a late game like this. Most fights, if they go 10 seconds and you're still on the field, chances are you've soaked up a ton of XP from people dying. It's almost a guarantee right there that you're going to get some XP. Queen diving in. Going to get Queen diving in to save Lina, rather, because she got hexed out. And then Lina turns back, takes out Shamey with a Laguna Blade, but Tinker's here, fires off missiles, going to pick off Lina anyway. Queen is taking too much damage, has to back off, so that's a sort of a 1-for-1 trade. But it's on a carry. Meanwhile, Tinker portaling in as fast as he could and just refreshing his missiles, and it wasn't enough to take him out. Lina's back though. Picks off Sniper. Easy pick, just pick the odd man out there. E-Blade's gonna hit on Lina, and that's just so much damage with that E-Blade. He's gone. Necro's coming in to help out, but he's too late. He gets ulted by Disruptor. He's just trapped. And now it's Pudge lands a hook finally, and to the coup de grace takes out. It's actually gonna take out Tinker of all people. Wow, that was a clutch hook, right when they needed it. And even when you get mad at your pub friends or pub teammates and whatnot, just keep playing the damn game. You can still redeem yourself later. Anyways, they're pushing the top racks are completely down. They're pushing the mid now. That tower's down to about 3/4. They pop the glyph yet again. Buyback wise, there wasn't a whole lot to go with. All the buybacks on the dire side. 3 available. 4. Only sniper can buy back. So here we go with the hex combo is going to take out. The Shammy is back. The hex combo did take out Terror, and they are on the run as fast as they can go. Tinker's pushing it back with missiles just to get an idea where they are, but it's too fast. He's just going to get out. That still was a good pocket. They still managed to defend those mid racks. Tower is down, unfortunately, but they still defended the racks and took out Terror, so they're still in this game. Tinker being able to do split push action. Granted, they've been on the back foot for the last 5 minutes or so, but Tinker can easily start pushing this back out if they need to. Need to push down the bottom lane max level. He's got enough gold for just enough gold for the buyback. And here comes Quap with the boots of travel, gonna back her up as well. We got 2 pushing the bottom lane. There's a lot of push power with those 2. They can just easily get the fuck back out if they want to. Level wise, poor Disruptor being a fucking champion, unfortunately falling way behind, getting picked off. He survived the last fight, but he has gotten caught a couple of times. Like he got picked off in the lane a few minutes ago. The Shammy, why is he jungling and not? I mean, he is completely on the back foot. I have not seen him push like the lane in probably a good 30 minutes, or if not longer, 30 to 40 minutes. He got the first tier 1 towers, and that was it. A jungling Shammy is a scared Shammy. But he's gonna go ahead portal. He's done a great job on defense, though. Great job on defense. He doesn't really have any escape other than a TP, so knowing there's so many gankers, it's not a bad choice, really. I pretty much predicted this was going to happen anyway. When you have a Quap that can just blink in and fucking nail you, you have Alina that can, who also has a blink now, and just blink in and just blade you, and then follow up with some extra nukes. Yeah, you don't push alone. Tinker, they know where he is. They got vision on him. Why is he not portaling out yet? He's done a very good job of keeping himself alive. There you go. Done a very good job playing playing semi-aggressive. And here comes the snipe from Terrorblade pushing in. There's a split push. Terrorblade's going to go ahead and... Oh, he's going to go down, but it is going to cost the range racks in the middle. They are chipping away. They're down to 3 racks total on the Radiant side. Blind hook from Pudge is going to miss. Fire back with the missiles and the shrapnel. They're going to go and think better of it. They did get a racks out of it. They're just going to say, hey, we got something out of it. Let's just go ahead and pull back at least to the high ground. 4 up here, Terrorblade. We're going to allow Terrorblade to push either top or middle up to the point where, you know, equal with the Radiant. Or maybe they're just going to go for it right here. The smarter decision, let Terrorblade push up, get the split push action. So even if you lose down here, you're going to get those mid racks. Picker coming to the mid. Blind hooks is going to connect. It's going to get Shammy. He is hooked. He is caught. He is fucked. Sonic's Wave is going to finish him off. And Disruptor's ult's going to catch Sniper in the middle, but he is pounding away on the high ground, giving no fucks, taking out both Quap, Lina, and Jesus. Fed Sniper on high ground with a Daedalus now. That's not where you want to be, but they are trading racks for it. It's the decision making is real. The melee racks is going to go down. Fortify is popped though. It's still at half. Fortify is popped, but they are not getting back fast enough. Come on, get in there. Doing lots of damage. Down to a quarter. Down to nothing. It's gone. And Quap came in to back him up. I apologize. I was just off camera for that. Sniper is going to buy back though. Necro ults, and Queen's going to go down for 150 seconds, and the rest of the team is here. Pudge is going to go ahead and hook. Pudge is going to hook Necro, but he is going to tank it, and Sniper is going to pick off everyone. Everyone. Just bought back, and he's back up to 1,500 in the bank. Doesn't need to worry about saving for a buyback now, so we can get more gear. Now they can push again. Tinker is dead, but you got a Fed Sniper. Fucking go for it. He can push no problem. Necro can push no problem. Shammy can push no problem. Their whole team is dead. Queen is down for a full... That was the maximum amount of time you could be out of a game. 150 seconds is a lifetime right now. Woo! And no buyback. No buyback for you, sir. This is why these 4v5 games can be so awkward and create so many comebacks, because you have so many plays. You just have so many mistakes can be made. So many slip-ups can cost you big at the same time of them getting extra gold. Roche is almost up. Disruptor check in. He's not happy. He wants to see it now. Sniper and Necro pushing up the mid together, but they've started to respawn. Lena is going to go ahead and play this one safe. She does get clipped by one shot. She cannot blink out. Goes ahead and hit the Shivas. She makes the high ground. They're going to go ahead and hit that. Excuse me, tier 2 tower. But it's 2 on 3. Going to be 2 on 4. Decision making time. There you go. Necro staying still. Missed a blind. Not a blind hook, but a completely stationary hook. And I don't know if Pudge was like, part of me wants to say Pudge was anticipating them to flinch or something, but this Pudge is just missing hooks like crazy. Clutch hook on Tinker a few minutes ago, but most of the time just missing them left and right. I just like, he's batting like 1 for 5, batting maybe 200. Meanwhile, Necro's gonna get an invis rune, but they are gonna see him. His Lincoln's going to absorb the Laguna Blade, but he's going to get glimpsed back right on top of their whole team, where they're going to ult him, LSA, and use everything else they have on him. But Shammy is here. Sniper is here. Drops the Serpents to try and save him. Assassinate's going to hit Pudge, who has a Lincoln's as well. If this was all one park, never mind. Bad Lincoln Park joke in there. Anyway. While I was doing that, Tinker goes ahead and picks off Terrorblade, who's pushing the lane alone. All that E-Blade damage, no problem at all. Terrorblade having tons and tons of armor, but not much hit points, really. Needs to pick up a heart or something just to be able to tank that. Or, being as farmed as he is, no BKB. Not a 1. Actually, I'm an idiot. They just got him so fast that he wasn't able to do anything. Wow, he just had him in panic mode, just blasted him before he could even pop a BKB. Wow. You can tell it's getting late when we're 60 minutes into a game at 2:30 in the morning and I'm starving. I'm still calling this thing and I'm like missing all kinds of shit, so excuse me. Roche number 3 is going to go down. Cheese is going to go to... Yeah, who actually has enough hit points to tank it before she can pop it. Great. Minute 60. Nowhere near my my longest match. I think it was over 120 minutes. Or I'm sorry, over an hour and 20 minutes. Hour 30 minutes. No. Hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, easily. With the haster and want to make a quick pick off. Sniper knows something's up. There was no vision, but generally when their team's missing and you are turtled up with only 1 racks to go, you stay the fuck in the base. Sniper leaving the base. He's getting on low ground to go ahead and try and push out Queen, but there's so much mobility on this team that's extremely dangerous. Tinker coming in. They get the Hex on Queen. They are going to pick her off. The Aegis is popped. But they did also blow Reapers on that too. Surrounded by snakes, but she's just gonna blink out. Now they're flanked. Lena's behind with the cheese, goes ahead and pops it. And now the ult is down. Assassinate's not gonna do that much damage to her. Jamie blinking in, drops another set of snakes with the refresher, but he's gonna get ulted by the Laguna one more time. Sonic Wave's gonna come in, finish that job. Pudge, tons of damage on him. He's caught between everything. He's gonna go down. That's 1 for 1 right now. Plus the Aegis has been popped. And Lena now popped by a Tinker. The E-Blade just doing tons of magical damage. And unfortunately, Terrorblade running into the face first into the snakes. And then followed up by just more damage from Tinker. Everybody's there. But Tinker just really just blasting away with a level 5 dig and everything else with the E-Blade. Did he pop? Yeah, he popped his BKB. It was on cooldown that time. So they focused on someone else while that BKB was on cooldown. And then went back for him. And he wound up running just face first into snakes. That's got to be a horrible way to go. Right up there with drowning. Lena being level 25 for a long time now. At this point, just wanting gear and gold. Let's see here. And Sniper has finally pulled away. Like these late game carries, later game carries like Necro and such, starting to pull away. He's got a heart. The Dagon start. Hopefully that Dagon can get some upgrades. Yeah, they're starting to pull it away. Gank attempt on Necro. He is just way too fucking tanky for this. He just took everything that Lina had and Sniper. It just took everything that Lina had right into the face. Didn't even take him down to half. Just laughed it off. And as Tinker came in and helped finish the job, no problem at all. Easy pick off. Holy shit, this guy is tanky now. This guy is scary. 3,000 hit points with the Lincolns, and damn. And the ability, and tons of damage, and the ability to fire back on you just as hard.
Illusion.
And that ult kill did go to Necro. So that is going to take her out for a long ass time. Minute and 45 seconds. But hey, free courier kill. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Necro in an illusion. They're gonna blow. He's gonna go ahead and blow a couple of illusions on that. Manta's still up though. BKB's still up though. They really want this Tinker. This Tinker's, a late game Tinker that really knows what he's doing is really fucking hard to kill. What was on that courier? Queen did pick it off. Here we got a fight in the middle. Necro gets caught up, but he can tank it, no problem. Disruptor is just going to get blasted by Sniper, no problem at all. Finished off by Tinker. Tinker portals like 5 feet over to Necro and just blasts jeez. Not sure who he blasted. But Pudge is going to go ahead and back off of here. He's finally going to get his Aghanims, which is going to help into the late game. Blind hook into the jungle. Like, he misses stationary hooks all the time. Sure, he gets a few clutch hooks, but he has missed way too many hooks. There's bad hook in this game. Everybody's saving for buyback at this point. They're doing a good job saving for buyback. 1, 2, 3 buybacks. Disruptor can do it if he wants to. He's gonna save it. Almost got hit. He's good. Yeah, he's just about. Yeah, he's saving up for his Aghanims. Bit of a tough choice here too. When you've got a tier 1, you got a tier 2 mid, you're in pretty good position to go ahead and just rush that Aghs. Queen pushing bottom with Terror. A lot of pressure on that final Rax. Not a big deal though for Sniper on high ground with Manta, Daedalus, and Mjolnir, and his own defensive item, and phase for a little bit more escape. He is sitting pretty at this point on high ground. Not worried about him at all. Tinker portals in, fires off missiles, try to find the right Terror, refreshes instantly, rearms instantly, excuse me. They're gonna go ahead and just grab himself some creeps. Gonna try and get off the radar. No idea if he can be spotted or not. Tinker wasting no time going back up to the top lane, pushing that back out. Lina and Disruptor want him. They get an idea that he is up in the top of the jungle somewhere, at the top of the woods, but cannot find exactly where he is. Very frustrating. Queen's probably starting to rethink that item choice. Probably thinking needed more disables like an Orchid or Orchid or a Scythe or something like that. Scythe is really what you need to kill Tinker at this point. Even a BKB tanking his stuff, you can just rearm, do it again once your BKB's expired. A lot of these BKBs are down to, let's take a look here. Not many BKBs left. The late BKB's down to 7 seconds on Terror. And no one else has one, so you don't have anything to worry about. Oh, sorry, excuse me. BKBs on the other team, there aren't any, so mostly just Lincolns. Except for Sniper, yep.
Regeneration.
Now it's at the point where the rebound is complete. You could still you could handle 2 lanes of super creeps, no problem. That's sort of becoming irrelevant. Now it's just a matter of out farming the 5th player, getting Disruptor some fat farm, getting Pudge caught up, getting his Aghanims, getting him working on a heart maybe or a BKB or something. That's where they can start coming back. But never mind, down on the bottom, we got a blind hook on the controlled Venge, who instantly turns around. Whoever's controlling him is doing a good job, fires the magic missile, but it gets absorbed by Lincolns, and they're going to go ahead and burn. Queen's going to go ahead and burn her Sonic Wave on the controlled Venge. Going to go down, and they do catch Necro, and the ults, and Necro actually is going to go down. A lot of tanky damage. Linky, everybody got caught out of position here. Jamie came up, marching up the stairs, got blasted in one shot in the face by Lina, and that's 3 kills for nothing. All started by finally a clutch. This guy is just nothing but grand slams. Like, he will miss every other hit, but when he does get a hit, it is a fucking grand slam. And as this game goes on, you know, the grand slams do matter. The tanker is holding the high ground, but dodges the hook. But Lina's gonna blink behind, go and fire the LSA. BKB's on cooldown. He has nowhere to go. He's fucking no help at all left. Everybody else is dead. Tinker is pretty much out of position. Nothing but Tinker left now. He's gonna come in. Sniper buys back. They are pushing him back off those racks though. They are pushing him back. And actually, Queen does get picked off. All that damage. A couple missile shots is going to take him out. Tinker is here. E-Blade's going to hit on Lina, but she's going to take it. She's just not enough damage left from everybody else. Sniper's going to pull back. Gets hooked by Pudge into Disruptor's ult. He's going to get blasted by yet another Laguna Blade. So Sniper's down with the buyback down. They're pretty much done. Pretty much done with that. They needed snipers. Machine gun action on high ground. That's not enough. Oh, and now Tinker's finally gonna get hooked while moving, and he's down. This guy can't hook stationary targets for shit. But grand slams on the moving targets sometimes are just clutch, and that's gonna do it. They buy back. Everybody else buys back as soon as they can. The racks are down at this point. Dropping Serpents on the low ground is going to take out Terror and Lina, but it's just too much at this point. The damage has already been done with 4 players left. With only 4 players on the team, there's only so much you can do. Whoever was controlling Vengeance in the beginning did a really good job of at least not just standing there and dying. But is it worth saving? Is it worth saving a level 13 hero with no armor if they do get hooked? The whole thing, them getting pulled out of position like that, was to essentially save someone who wasn't even there technically, or a hero that wasn't even worth saving. So at that point, all I could. Valiant effort. Very fun match to call. Fantastic job by Tinker. As much as I want to hate on Pudge's hooks, he hit the grand slams when they mattered. Missing, like, the T-ball shots that were literally standing there, missing all of them, but hitting the grand slams. It's so weird. Anyways, that was a fun match to call. So thank you to Buddhist Kappas for calling it. I had no idea who we were actually playing in this one, so let me know in the comments who you were. Anyways, if you want me to do it, Dota 2, like I've always been saying, leave something in the comments with a match ID you want me to call for you, or go to the Dota 2 subreddit. It's called Dota 2 Cast It, and we'd be happy to do your match for you. Thanks a lot.